and turn it into a knife.
Yeah, dude. If history came back, if history struck back, dude, I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it long. I wouldn't make it long.
You'd be fine.
I'm not prepared.
For a ball, you would be, though. People are adaptable. You're a smart dude, Theo Vaughn.
I would lead. I would think a little bit. I would adapt. I'd lay low in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody
Pick your
does on
battles.
Pick my battles, dude. You'd have to kill somebody immediately. You'd have to find the first person in your group, the weakest person, and kill them in front of everybody else. Yeah. Like, you can't just stand there.
You're be like, duh. You gotta kill some dude.
Well, think about that, man. You can't stand there and just be in a conversation. You know, everybody's chatting, group huddle, and everybody's like, you got to take somebody out right then, because that's going to show
your dominance.
100%. I mean, it's at least going to show, like, this dude is going to do something.
I see what you're saying, but I think if you think ahead, you would think, well, no, then they're going to think that he's arbitrarily going to always kill the weakest person. Eventually, it's going to get to no one because there's going to be the next weakest person. That guy's dead now. And the next week, like, who's to decide whether or not you're weak or you're not weak? If you were going to do that, the person would have to be either a terrible person who is victimizing other people,
right,
or they would have to have attacked first. It would have to be, or they would have to have been such a piece of shit that people were rooting for you.
Like somebody that was real chatty, and you just axed them. Dude, there's no way I'm trying to survive like the second coming of the universe, and some dude's chatty in my group, bro. Oh, that's not gonna happen.
Especially if like he fucks up some hunting parties. You're out there like, sneaking up on a pig, and he's like, "Oh my god, it's so hot out." You fuck. And the pig runs away, and everybody's hungry.
Yeah, chatty would be the first, man. I think about that kind of stuff. Like if a plane crashed, I already know I'm planned ahead, dude. I'd eat a Vietnamese guy.
Why?
Because that's easy. It's a starter move. If you attack somebody bigger, if you eat somebody bigger in front of other people, it's going to alarm people. But you
got to eat a small person, so stature is important.
I think if you gum down a Viet, people aren't going to be that upset at you.
Well, the Vietnamese people are going to be super upset. What are you talking about?
No,
somebody's dad.
Yeah, they're more understanding of things, dude.
Is this a character you're playing?
No. But if you eat a black lady and her family's there, they're going to be pissed.
So you think a Vietnamese person would let you slide?
I think that they'd be much more forgiving over a couple of day period.
I think
their relatives. You don't think so? Honestly.
Well, one thing, no, I don't think so. I definitely think they'd be super pissed at you, especially modernized ones. But what is interesting is like Vietnam is one of the few places where Americans can go back to Vietnam and they don't seem to hold any grudge at all.
Exhibit A. Exhibit A, man, honestly. Well, Asian people in general are just much more forgiving and understanding, it seems like. I feel like. I don't have much.
I think that's a giant generalization.
It probably is, you know. I mean, I did a fast for like 4 days, and then I was at the Best Buy, and I remember this Vietnamese guy was trying to help me out, and I couldn't even hear him. I was so hungry, and I couldn't.
You did a fast for 4 days?
Oh, dude, yeah.
What were you trying to prove?
I don't know, man. I was probably just dealing with some stuff, and I was just trying to find a different way to handle it, you know?
Right.
And then I remember this Vietnamese guy, and I remember thinking, if everybody turned the other way for a second, I could eat this young fella, you know? Ben. His name was Ben, actually, over there in Westwood. I'd never thought.
Oh, my God, it's so ridiculous.
But here's the thing. I'd never thought that before.
So you only thought you got to the verge of cannibalism after just 4 days?
Yeah.
Damn. How much weight did you lose?
I probably lost about 4 pounds, but pounds I needed too. You
wow.
know? But I got clear, man. I could hear, swear to God, y'all could hear somebody fold a piece of bread from 80 feet away, bro. I was so hungry, dude. I could hear a fucking skittle hit the cement across the street. I really could, man.
I try to write a poem, and I am pretty nervous, but I will do my best. My wiener is chill, man. It ain't trying to do no crime. It ain't even that hard a lot of the time. And that's true, actually, because a lot of times I'll get like those wiener pills from the gas station. You know what I'm talking about? Them real giraffe makers, you know? Make my legs sweat, actually. My wiener is trill. My wiener is candid. It looks like Joe Pesci. It's that wet bandit. But I'm lit to the fact that girls are far more than sex. They are champions and soldiers with power in their breasts. They are creative and equal and warm and life-bringing. I love Dolly Parton, but it's because of her singing. My wiener is chill, man. It ain't trying to do crime. It ain't even that hard a lot of the time. My wiener ain't Weinstein. My wiener ain't Cosby. But sometimes it wishes for a little bit of a Josby. You feel me? My neighborhood, we didn't have a lot of diversity in my neighborhood. Diversity is always people's talking about it. And we didn't have it. You know, my neighborhood was poor black, poor white. That was our neighborhood, you know? So I didn't feel any white privilege. I know some people had it, man, you know? I knew some motherfuckers with sweaters. But I was 2 tank tops in the winter, okay? And I just didn't feel it, you know? I wish I'd have had some white privilege, dude. Sign me up. But I didn't have it, man. It was just poor black kids, poor white kids, man. And my poor black friends would always be like, man, look what you did to us. And I'm like, dude, do you think I would do all that shit to y'all and then move right next door, bro? Now, we gonna split this plum or not, dog? We're in this together, man. It was hectic sometimes. Fighting with black kids is tough. I don't know if you ever fought a bunch of black dudes, but they win. They win, dude. Dude, I got jumped one time after a football game by 5 black dudes. I don't know if you ever fought 5 black dudes at night. Just imagine you're fighting 5 black dudes, right? Now close your eyes. Now how many black dudes are you fighting? As many as your imagination can hold. And white kids are horrible too, man. It was just, in poverty, it's just, that's what's going on, man. And if you're a black guy and you feel like that's racially insensitive, then imagine you're fighting 5 white dudes in a cloud. Like, damn, this cloud is aggressive and accurate.